Hey, horror fans! Once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and yes, it's time to start the 31 days of Halloween, and what a better way to start it off with a movie review, Hellfest. Yeah. Now, Hellfest is a 2018 American slasher horror film. It was directed by Gregory Plunkton, I believe, and it was written by Seth M. Sherwood along with Blair Butler and Aleka Cooper. I think I mispronounced that. Now, if Seth Sherwood's name sounds familiar, that is because he is related to Corey B. Movie from Horror Addicts. As a matter of fact, they actually did a live stream a few months ago, and he talked about this, and of course, a movie he wrote, Letterface, and some of the other projects that he has going on in the horror genre in Hollywood. So it's nice to see him get some success that he has. But enough about that. Let's see what I thought about Hellfest. Now, we get to see Natalie. She's coming back to her roommate, Brooke, and we also find out that she has a new roommate, Taylor, whom Natalie does not get along with. Now, Brooke didn't know that Natalie was really coming back, so they already had planned to go to this Halloween carnival called Hellfest. Unfortunately, at the same time, there is a slasher that is stalking them throughout the carnival, and that's basically what this premise is about. See? Pretty simple premise. How can you screw this up? Now, this is a pretty good way to start the Halloween season by having a Halloween-based movie called Hellfest, and it does a pretty good job in setting up what we expect to be a great horror movie for the Halloween season. And of course, it doesn't even take long to get the situation started. We actually get a cold opening where the killer, credited as the other, kills this girl who had been stalking throughout the carnival, and it was a nice on-screen kill. And then later on, now the movie doesn't take long in setting up the characters pretty well. We have Natalie, who is supposed to be the nice girl. We have Brooke as the best friend, and Taylor as supposedly her rival. Unfortunately, the guys really don't get that much at all in this particular movie. I guess maybe Gavin gets some type of credit because he's got the hots finale, but the guys really don't get that much. Only the girls do. Now, one of the best things I did like about this movie is the set design of Hellfest Carnival itself. I mean, it looks very authentic. They really must have done a great job in researching how these Fright Fest carnivals are set up, because everything is set to a set design is a great attention to detail. Actually, from the mazes, how the mazes are set up, how the trip bars are set up, and how everything is set up to look creepy and scary. Even the scare actors that they have is like the costumes that they have. Some of the designs. I think one of the best ones was this alien guy who sprays goo on Natalie. It looked very authentic. So you really got to give the set designers and Greg Poplin and his and the filmmakers credit for setting up what looked very authentic. Another great thing I liked was the cinematography. There was this one nice big pan shot, probably either with a drone or a huge, maybe dolly camera, if I got my terminology right. When they peel back when the characters enter Hellfest, you can see how nice and authentic it looks as we see the entire carnival. The use of colors of red, orange, and I think it's green, particularly the Halloween colors, it looked very authentic. Even the color plats when you go into different mazes are making the experience scary looking, authentic, and tension filled. So you really got the cinematography. They really did a good job in looking everything looked authentic and said, hey, look, if this thing was real, I want to go to Hellfest and have a time of my life, because that looked very great, the joy to go to. Now, unfortunately, the story, is a bit flat. It really doesn't make us care enough about the characters. Now, as I mentioned earlier before, we really don't care anything about the guys. I mean, again, they're just there just to be the guys. It really doesn't care about them, especially when the killing starts. We really don't care about them. We do care somewhat about Gavin, because he's supposed to be the nice guy. He and Natalie have some nice moments right there, but unfortunately the film doesn't do enough for us to care about him or the guys in this film. The girls get more attention in this film than the guys do. Now, I do give Amy Farnsworth some credit. She's been doing some genre films. I think she was in A Christmas Horror Story, I think she was also in Rain, but she does an okay job here as Natalie, playing the so-called good girl. But again, like I said before, the script really doesn't give her that much to do with, but she does okay as Natalie. Really had no problem with her performance. As a matter of fact, I actually think her and Rain Edwards, who plays Brooke, I think they actually do a pretty good job. Yeah, we get some good camaraderie together between the two of them. I thought they actually did a pretty good job. Uh, Knowing that they're actually good friends who seem to have lost their places. They seem to be going their separate lives. But when they're back together again and they have some alone time, you can still see that the friendship is still there and they do care for one another. Now, as much as I love Bex Taylor Klaus, she was excellent as in Scream. She was great in The Killing, but here as Taylor, the film does give her nothing to do at all whatsoever. She's just there to be the so-called bad girl, I guess you can say that way, and nothing is explored about between what's happening between Taylor and Natalie. Yeah, we know that they don't like each other, or they think they don't like each other, but the film never explores that reason as to why. I guess we're really not supposed to. But that's the whole problem. As much as I like her as an actress, the film doesn't give her much to do anywhere, anything in this film. Now, as for the killer, the other himself, he's okay. We do get some nice on-screen kills from him. I do admit that. I did like the practical effects that he used in this film, as far as the killing is concerned. But he's just your average or kind of below average slasher. He really does nothing. Doesn't create any tension. Doesn't really do anything other than wear this stupid kind of Michael Myers mask that he wears onto the set. And I guess they don't give him any. We don't have any motivation as to why he does that. Based upon the ending of the film, more than likely that we probably will see him again if the box office numbers warranted for this movie to get a sequel. I guess we'll maybe find an origin story for him. So we have a great set design. We have great cinematography. The look and feel of this movie is excellent. Really get you into the Halloween season. Unfortunately, the story is a bit lame. It's a bit average at best. Really doesn't give us anything to raise our spirits. Really not scary. We really don't care about the characters. But like I said, at least we have some pretty good jumps. We have some pretty good on-screen kills. But that's about it. So the Horror Miser is going to open up his vault, and I'm going to give Hellfest only 2 out of my 5 gold coins. Yes, only 2 out of my 5 gold coins. It's okay. You can watch this during the Halloween season, put it in, and have fun for about an hour and a half, and you just say, okay, next. So my horror fans, what do you think about Hellfest? Do you think this is a legitimate horror movie that really deserves to be put on the shelves, put in play and watched during the Halloween season? Or do you think I've seen better, this ain't trick or treat? Leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Hellfest. So that's my video for today, guys. And if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, this is your first time here, hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. See you guys later. I'm out.